Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to go over a historic low Steam game deal on a game that I really enjoyed from 2024. On top of that, the game has gotten a significant free update celebrating its 1-year anniversary since release. We'll talk that, and we'll go over some other Steam game deals on some other titles at the end of this video. But first of all, definitely want to give a shout to Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, as it is 50% off for $29.99. This is a historic low price point for the game, and a fantastic price point for the game. You know, when Space Marine 2 came out, a lot of the rhetoric that you saw around the game was the fact that it was $60 or $70 on console, and it had like an 8-hour campaign. However, there was longevity tied to it with the multiplayer component, the PvP, the PvE. It was very akin to like the multiplayer experiences of old. You know, in the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era, you would buy a multiplayer game, it would have like a, 6 to 8 hour campaign, and then you would hopefully get some longevity from the multiplayer. The PvP wasn't anything to really write home about, but I thought Space Marine 2 had a lot to like, and to me, it harkened back to the era of shooters that I liked the most. You know, nowadays, shooters kind of go that live servicey route, battle passes and all that, and, Space Marine 2 got a little bit about that, but as far as the gameplay goes, it is just that absolute chaos and pure fun factor that I feel like is missing from a lot of shooters these days. That's just my 2 cents, but the level of insanity to Space Marine 2, I thought, was incredible, and I really, really enjoyed the game. And again, I get why people had their issues with it being a full $60 or $70, but at $29.99, it is fantastic. And on top of that, since the release last year, they have been consistently doing content updates for the game, and with the anniversary update, or the anniversary coming, we have the anniversary update as well. The anniversary update brings 2 new game modes, new maps for the operations, and eternal war modes, weapons, enemies, and more. The kickoff of year 2 also marks the release of the game's Season Pass 2. Now, if you want to buy the Season Pass, it's all cosmetic, so relax there, buddy. But, I know a lot of you guys aren't into that, but I digress. I feel like they've done a great job of the free updates and the content being free, the major content that, cosmetics, I don't really care too much about that. A battle barge-sized shipment of free content. The anniversary update brings the new Vortex operation featuring a fearsome new boss, the Vortex Beast, a new PvP arena and bridge set on Avarax, a new PvE game mode called Stratagems introducing daily and weekly gameplay modifiers, a new Hellbrute Onslaught game mode for PvP with a playable Hellbrute, 3 new weapons, the Pyre Blaster, Pyre Cannon, and Power Axe, and several new weapon and variants like the Xenophase Blade, Combine Melta, or Double Edge Chainsword, a new Majorous enemy, the Chaos Spawn, coming in 3 unique variants, a set of 6 unique Chaos Champion skins unlockable in Eternal War mode, tons of quality of life and customization improvements like the ability to use champion skins as multiple individual cosmetics with any of the game's playable classes. So all of that is coming with the anniversary update, and best of all, the game is at its historic low price point of $29.99, which I think is a phenomenal price. Now, the deals we cover on this channel, we're talking free games all the time. We're talking games under the price of $5 and $10. Dropping $30 on any one game is still a tall ask, so I totally get it if you don't want to pick it up. I kind of get the vibe that at some point this game's gonna be a humble choice game. Maybe like early 2026, it'll be like a humble choice game and people will be like, holy hell, what a great deal on that. That's you. Like, this is the type of game I could see ending up in humble choice sometime, early next year around that. And Focus Entertainment, I believe, Plague Tale, I believe, has been in a humble bundle and humble choice before. It would make sense that at some point this will end up in humble choice, and it'll be like one of those bundles that I think, unlike this month's bundle, people will be like, oh my god, what a great bundle. But I digress. Historic low price point on that. Definitely check that out, so have a gander at that. Great game. Definitely recommend it. Next up, I do want to cover a couple of great deals that are available right now. Now, as a part of Space Marine 2's launch, they're actually running a Focus Entertainment sale, and a lot of great deals are available as a part of that. Space Marine 2, obviously the big one. Void Crew is 25% off $18.74, and it does have a free weekend running right now, so you can check that out. out. But Plague Tale, as I mentioned, Plague Tale Innocence, $7.99 on that. Plague Tale Requiem, $17.49. Those games are absolutely tremendous. Highly, highly recommend them if you want narrative-driven titles that aren't super, super lengthy, but still incredible from an atmosphere, tension standpoint, storytelling. Those games are phenomenal. The characters are great as well, and there's another Plague Tale game coming out in 2026. The name escapes me right now, but different characters. It's not and the same main characters as Innocence and Requiem, but still super excited for that. Aliens games, Fireteam Elite, $5.99. Dark Descent, $15.99. My Time at Portia is $5.99. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, that was just a humble title. Don't be paying $19.99 on that. Atlas Fallen, Reign of Sand, $13.99 on that. Evil West, $13.71. Yeah, a lot of these games have been humble titles now that I think about it. So, Space Marine 2, maybe. That's one that you gotta, I look out for you guys. So, just think about if you're okay with waiting a little while, I could easily see that being a humble choice title sometime next year. So keep that in mind. But, yeah, some good deals across the board on that. And the Plague Tale game is a Plague Tale Legacy, Resonance, a Plague Tale Legacy. That's out in 2026. Outer Worlds weekend sale running right now, 75% off for $7.49. And then the Spacer's Choice Edition is $14.99. You've got the individual DLCs all on sale as well. Thank the high heavens, they did reduce the price of Outer Worlds 2 to $70. I still think it's going to be cooked at $70. If you want to play Outer Worlds 2, you're probably going to go the Game Pass route, but if you want to buy it standalone, $70 is a tall ask. I liked Outer Worlds 1. Did I think it was this blowaway game? No, and that's why, man, I like Obsidian as a studio, don't get me wrong. Pillars of Eternity was a really solid game, and obviously if you go back to 2010, Fallout New Vegas was great. I really do feel like Obsidian is kind of overrated, and I hate to say that about a studio, that people think of them too highly, because game development is a rough world, but people, I feel like, view Obsidian as this, key pillar of Microsoft, and yeah, they put out games consistently, but they put out very average games consistently. I wouldn't say Outer Worlds is a great game. I would say it's an okay game, and if you're into RPGs with interesting dialogue and writing, you'll probably have a good time with it. Avowed, I thought, was super mid, and Grounded is kind of mid as well. I have nothing against Grounded. I have nothing for Grounded either, so if you like it, more power to you. Pediment was a really cool game, to be fair. Pediment was a different style of game than what Obsidian typically does, but that was a really cool game. Their consistency can't be disputed, especially in today's gaming landscape, where studios are iced for 7 years working on live service nonsense. You do have to commend them for that. It's just I usually don't think their games are absolutely blow away. At least I haven't for a while. But nonetheless, Outer Worlds, $7.49 on that. Spacer's Choice is available as well, so you can check that out. And a pretty good deal, all things considered, on that. $14.99 for the Spacer's Choice Edition, like I said. Schedule 1 is 30% off for $13.99. I said it before, but I haven't gotten into this game because I'm an old, washed-up man, and I can't play with keyboard and mouse. That's a lie. I literally just played through the entirety of Dragon Age Origins with keyboard and mouse, so, that's kind of a lie. I'm trying to get my feet wet back into it, but, again, I'm old and washed up, and it's a little bit difficult of a game these days for me to play games with keyboard and mouse. But nonetheless, this game has been incredibly well received. 150,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive, 98% positive on that, and 30% off for $13.99, so you can check that out. Braid Anniversary Edition is $4.99, one of the more iconic downloadable games of its era, and I say downloadable because it came out in that 360 PS3 era where downloadable, smaller scale games were still, coming to the forefront, but Braid was one of those games that I feel like set the standard for how good these games could be. $4.99 on that 2D puzzle platformer. Awesome art style and some refinements here with the Anniversary Edition as well. And then we have Vampyr, 80% off for $7.99. This is also part of the Focus Entertainment sale. I go to bat for this game a lot, done by Don't Nod Entertainment, the same people that did Life is Strange, but very different than Life is Strange, of course. Very narrative heavy. Voice acting is really good. Atmosphere is great. The ending wasn't great and the gameplay is kind of mid, but I still ended up enjoying the game, and $7.99, a pretty good deal on that. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Space Marine 2 at a historic low price point. A great deal on that. Big free update on that as well. Free weekend in Void Crew on top of that. Focus Entertainment publisher sale, and a lot of other great deals available right now as well. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.